Hello and welcome to a Pain for Punchlines show. Hopefully you are ready to listen to some fun comedy. This is Thanksgiving Day, and please tune into our YouTube channel to have more comedy and healing. My name is Paula Jane Newman. Hey, don't press the fast forward yet. We've got some fabulous comedians who are going to come on and share their experience, strength, and comedy through living in this world, and some of their faux pas and pains and how things have got better for them, and giving you a little bit of a laugh. Everyone who's participating in our show today has given their time and their heart to the Pain to Punchlines stand-up comedy, a transformation superpower ebook, which is endorsed by the wonderful Margaret Cho, and they will be here sharing some laughter. If you want to find out more about these comedians, go down into the description and you can find their links. In the meantime, let's get started with some comedy. Have you eaten too much today? Let me tell you, last year I gained 20 pounds over the holiday season. Yeah, it was very disappointing because when I looked down on the scale, I realized it was the day before Thanksgiving. So this year I have decided to be early, and I've got myself a Fitbit. Yes, I've got myself a Fitbit, although I have to say I haven't done that right either, because they have all of these options of how to exercise. And there's one section that says, you have not cardio loaded enough today. Unless, of course, you're dyslexic like me and you read it and think it means you have not carb load enough today. And I was eating far too much food and wondered why I wasn't losing weight. So we're going to see what happens to me over the holidays. In the meantime, I want to bring you our first performer. They are, well, nothing more to bring in with them. That's not good English. Let's welcome to the stage, Ryan Atkinson.
Hello.
1 minute. Give me a second.
Of course.
There we go.
Take all the seconds you want.
Okay, I'm going to highlight you. Go away, Paula. Hi, Brian.
Hello, Paula Jane.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, or American Thanksgiving as we celebrate it here in the United States.
Right, not Canada, or do we not include them?
Oh, no, they have their own in October. We keep ours in November. There's in October, and that way we can, always just keep it straight. It's fine.
Yes. All right. So tell us what's going on in your life. How have you been?
Oh, very well, thanks. Yeah, I'm very much into the holiday traditions. And this whole wedge here from Halloween to Thanksgiving to Christmas. In Halloween, whether you go to the store or a pumpkin patch, you go around and you try to find that perfect pumpkin, and then you get the big knife and you hack into it like you're a crazed serial killer like Michael Myers or Jason Voorhees, and you put it outside to let it rot. And if you're lucky, the squirrels will carve the carcass into something truly scary. And Thanksgiving's basically the same. Whether you get a frozen or fresh turkey, you find that perfect turkey, and you spend 2 days making all the traditional foods, all the trimmings, and after that, all that work in 20 minutes, it's nothing but leftovers before you end up throwing the carcass out for the squirrels, the carnivorous ones. Yeah. When's the last time anybody actually finished all those leftovers before they went bad? I looked it up. They are good in the fridge for no more than 3 to 4 days. So if you haven't polished them off by Monday, you're flirting with food poisoning. That's everything except the cranberry sauce. That can keep for weeks. And by the time we get to Christmas, it's the same again. You get your tree from a parking lot tree yard, or if you go to a tree farm, either way you hike around, you find the perfect tree. Just so you can use an axe or a saw to cut it down, trim it up, put it in your living room for a couple of weeks, and then throw it out by the street to let it rot. And if you're lucky, the squirrels will build homes in the tree carcass. And in this market, those will be on Zillow by the weekend and sold by Monday. My wife and I disagree about the artificial tree or the real tree. I like artificial trees, so we get a real one. And I'm very clear, you cannot call them live trees because they're dead. Once you cut them down, that's a dead tree. Each year, my wife and I go to the same tree farm. It's our tradition, or as I like to call it, death row. We select a tree. I kill it myself, tie it to the car, bring it home for Christmas. We add water every day, keeping it on life support. And in a month, we throw it out. So it's really a lot more like hospice. Until then, we have this undead zombie tree living in our home. And I am looking forward to seeing my nephews over the holidays. I always ask them, what do you guys want for Christmas? And this year, we want a pony. Guys, we usually have ham, but, you know, whatever makes them happy. Christmas shopping for my parents is difficult. They really have everything they need. They're getting on in years. So I'm only buying them things that I'm going to want someday. Mm-hmm. This year, they're getting a really nice espresso machine. They don't even like coffee. They drink Senka. Yeah. Now, I'm going to play Santa Claus for a charity later in the year. And I don't know if you can tell in this light, but I've been growing out my Santa belly. Just wait till it really comes in. It's going to be awesome.
Yes.
And it's also Christmas TV special time. And of course, you know, we have the Peanuts, the Great Pumpkin for Halloween, and then we have a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. And then, of course, as we get into these Christmas special ones, they're such a big deal from when I was a kid. And of course, at that time, you had to be at home in front of the TV at a specific time, watching the exact channel in order to see the Christmas specials. We didn't have streaming or on demand. If you missed the beginning, you have to wait a year to find out what happened. Like Charlie Brown and Linus, I missed it. What is Christmas really all about? Why is that snowman wishing everyone a happy birthday? And when is Santa Claus coming to town? One of the best was really Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I think everybody loves that one. It's the story of a reindeer who was excluded because he was different. And then as soon as his mutation became useful, he was exploited. And they're trying to teach us about diversity, equity, and inclusion. And how did they do that? Well, they introduced us to Hermie the elf, an elf who was just a little different from all the other elves. You know, I want to be a dentist. A dentist? Yeah, that was his difference. With a diet made up entirely of cookies, candies, and sugar plums, I think they need a dentist. They took us to the island of misfit toys. You got a dolly, a choo-choo, a squirt gun. They introduced us to the most different of all characters. Nobody wants to play with the Charlie in the box. And then, of course, there was Yukon Cornelius with his flannel shirt, beard, and beanie cap. He was hipster before it was cool. But my favorite is the Grinch. It's because I sing bass, and I finally get the melody on a song. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. And you cannot let the tenor sing that. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. But with my voice, there are other Christmas songs I shouldn't sing. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. That's just terrifying. We're not supposed to sing Baby It's Cold Outside anymore. And then there's the terribly mansplaining Mary Did You Know? You remember Up on the Housetop? There's Up on the Housetop, Reindeer Paws. And they go through all the gifts and the stockings and everything. First comes the stocking of Little Nell. Oh, dear Santa, fill it well. Here is a dolly that laughs and cries, one that can open and shut its eyes. That's fine. It's charming. Next comes the stocking of Little Bill. Oh, just see what a glorious fill. Here is a hammer and lots of tacks, a whistle and a ball and a whip that cracks. What kind of 50 Shades of Christmas is Little Billy into? Thank you guys so much. You've been terrific.
Yeah, Brian. So, I don't know, Brian, but why did they always ask Santa to have a low voice and be like, ho, ho, ho? Like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you get the Santa hose, it's very much ho ho ho. It's very jovial. It's quite high up there, but nobody wants to hear ho ho ho.
oh,
It's
maybe
just,
that's just my house.
yeah, maybe. Yeah.
All right, Brian, thank you so much for joining us. Our next guest is in California, right, and moved to Idlewild. So you're going to have a very wintry holiday season. Is that not so, Alice?
Yes, it is. And I'm excited about it because I lived in LA for 18 years and I'm ready for seasons. So yeah, I'm up in the mountains. I'm in a cabin in the woods. Yes, that is also a horror movie. But I'm really excited for snow.
All right, let's have some comedy.
Okay, let's have some comedy. So I did reference Cabin in the Woods because I am a big fan of Halloween. I'm not a Grinch, but I'm not like super excited about Christmas. It's just not like the holiday season is fun, but I'm just more of a Halloween girl. And I know it's past for 2 days, but I'm still into it. I enjoy horror movies. Some people say they can't watch horror movies because they get nightmares, but then they'll watch the news. Like, I watch horror movies to escape from the news. Like nothing cleanses the palate of the nightly news like a good serial killer series. So this may sound crazy, but I had a really good childhood.
What?
And yeah, Christmas, the whole good stuff. Woo, and I ended up doing stand-up. When I first started doing stand-up, my husband said to me, he goes, "You're funny, but stand-up, like your life has been way too easy." But listen, I was already somewhat qualified to do stand-up, okay? I have a few disorders, all right? I have anxiety, depression, and ADHD. Or some people may just call that perimenopause.
Yes.
I actually forgot I had ADHD, which is the most ADHD thing ever, until perimenopause hit. And then suddenly my brain just opened a whole bunch of new tabs. And then, oh my God, you all, what was I just talking about? I totally forgot. What was I saying?
Nice.
Oh, right. Perimenopause. That's what I was talking about. Yeah. I'm also at the stage now of perimenopause where I am an internal furnace. You all, I don't think people realize middle-aged women have a superpower, okay? And that superpower is heat, okay? You could fry an egg on my arm. Anyone need to thaw a steak? Like I can do it right now. Just give me 5 minutes on my arm right now. Like hook me up to the power grid. I could solve climate change. All right. I think my superhero name would be Flash. No, wait, that's not right. I'm sorry. I meant to say Hot Flash. The hardest part of being in perimenopause is that I'm married to a man, and we can never settle on a thermostat. Like, in the winter, he's always cold. He wants to turn on the heat. And I'm like, just put on a sweater. And then in the summer, I'm always hot. I want to turn on the AC. And he's like, just take off your clothes. But I guess he still wants to see me naked. So that's a win, right? Because when I was in my 20s, I was hot. But now that I'm in my 40s, I'm just hot. I think it's really cute when people say to me like, "Oh, you know what? You should bring a jacket. It might get chilly. It's going to get chilly. Bring a jacket." I'm 48. All right. I don't need a jacket. Being 48 is my jacket. So my husband is a hypochondriac. That means that, okay, let me explain. He will diagnose himself with cancer at least once a week. But I can understand why, though. I can understand why he gets so concerned because I did once have a brain tumor. Well, okay. Sorry. He once diagnosed me with a brain tumor. Turns out I just had a headache caused by his hypochondria. I recently had these really bad stomach cramps, and he said to me, we should take you to the ER. Like, do you think you have appendicitis? And I was like, well, I didn't think so until you said something. Do I have appendicitis? I was like, you know what? I'm not going to the ER. I do not have appendicitis. I have watched The Pit. Okay. I am not going to the ER. Let me just do a quick video chat with the doctor. So I did that. And the doctor diagnosed me with something called flatus erectation. So I told my husband, I said, he diagnosed me with flatus erectation. And he said to me, you see, I told you it was something serious. We got to get you to the ER. I said, no. That's just the scientific term for gas. He prescribed me with Gas X. But I was just so relieved that I was right. Then my husband recently got food poisoning, or as he liked to call it, botulism. The chance of getting botulism is so tiny, but the chance of him misdiagnosing himself is 10 out of 10 every time. Yeah. So, like Paula was just saying, I recently moved from Idlewild. I moved from Los Angeles. And we gave up our rent-controlled apartment to live here in a winter wonderland, apparently. And when I was telling people when we were leaving LA and moving here, when I told people, my friends in LA, the first thing they said to me was not, I'm going to miss you. It was, what are you doing with your apartment? Can we transfer the lease? Because I could use it. Yeah, because everyone knows you do not get rid of a rent-controlled apartment in Los Angeles. Like, I'm expected to die in this apartment because I want to keep my cheap rent. Actually, you know what? That would be a horror movie right there. Couple dies and rots in rent-controlled apartment because they refuse to give up the cheap rent. That's a horror movie. Speaking of, people in LA are funny because, like, they couldn't wrap their brains around, like, being in a small town. What someone said to me, what someone seriously asked me, she said, well, where do you get groceries up there? That's so stupid. Like, you don't think we have food up here? Like, come on. Do you know how many squirrels are in my front yard? Like, I just go out there with a shotgun and boom, lunch right there. I'm just kidding. I hate guns. I would never do that. I just send my dog out to catch them. Boom, lunch right there. All right. Thank you. You all have been awesome.
Yeah.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Yeah.
I hope you have
Alice Cutler.
Thank you.
So you didn't call me about your apartment.
Exactly. This is the
Exactly.
problem. Everyone's saying that to me.
So come on, tell me, how much was the apartment? It was 2-bedroom or one?
It's a 1-bedroom.
How much was it?
You're gonna be so mad when I tell you this.
Oh my God, I'm gonna kill her. Yeah.
$1,350.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
I
it
know.
small? Just tell me it was small.
It was small. No, it was not big. It was not big.
It was really a 1-bedroom with a parting between, just so you and your husband had space.
It was an actual 1-bedroom. Like, it was a legit 1-bedroom. Like, it wasn't a studio. It was a 1-bedroom. But, like, it wasn't worth keeping just, for the rent.
So do you have your own vegetable garden now?
Not yet. We're getting there.
What about bears?
Bears are up here. I have not seen one, but there have been bear sightings.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You have to be careful with your rubbish or your trash, right? So they don't, you have to lock it, right?
We don't quite lock. I mean, when I say there have been bear sightings, there have not been any near my house. But
I'm sorry. That's your husband in the morning naked, right?
Not a bad guess. Not when you said that, I was like, oh, he just walked through the room. Did you say no? It's a good thing I blurred my background.
Good thing you blurred your background. You can guarantee whenever a woman is doing a comedy show that lives with a man, he's gonna walk by or he's gonna walk in.
Always. I'm like, I have 7 minutes out of the entire day, and you have to pick those 7 minutes to walk through.
Yes. And also just open the door to just check that you're still online.
Yeah.
Are you still recording your show?
It's fine.
I don't know. What do you think?
It's the joys of Zoom.
The joys of doing online comedy.
We learned to ignore each other during the pandemic, and so it's just,
Yeah, why can't you ignore me most of the time like you do anyway? There's just some, what is it, Brian? Some radar that goes off. You must somehow find a way to repress this female.
Yeah.
You must repress the female somehow. Interrupt. Make the toilet noises really loud.
Oh, wow. That's so specific.
He didn't flush the toilet.
Yeah. My wife and I are a little off for our gender. We're not real typical. Like right now, while I'm doing this with you, she's watching football. Yeah. Keep her occupied. She's got football and a book, so she'll just be on the couch. She'll be fine. She won't be coming in here. I had to close the door, though, just to help keep the sound out. But if the cat figures out that I'm in here, the cat's going to be like under the door.
Is your husband?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
You ready for some more comedy?
Yeah.
All right. Now remember to subscribe to the channel. Put any comments down that are positive. We hope that you will have more people share some laughter and joy. The holidays can be very stressful. It's all part of our outreach. And you can also check us out on awaremeditation.org or riseupcomedy.org. Well, now coming to the stage is a dear soul who is way beyond their years. Please welcome Maya Padmanta. Myra, sorry, I said it wrong.
You're good. Yes. Hi, Paula. Thank you for having me. I'm Myra, and I grew up in India, and I was homeschooled. So talking is not my strong suit. Like when someone says happy birthday, I'm like, you too. But I'm a very positive person. No matter what, I'm always smiling. I smile so much that men tell me to smile less. And India and America are very different. Like now I live in Los Angeles and I love it here. It's adorable. There are only 4 million people. I mean, in India, we would call that a uru, a little village. Because I'm from like a small town called Hyderabad. It's no Mumbai. We only have 14 million people. Could be 15 million by the end of the night. But LA is really catching up to us with the homeless people. And but did you know that Indians and Americans both love cows? Yeah. Like in India, we say the cow is holy and build temples. In America, they say holy cow and build McDonald's. In India, cows are protected and they're sacred. In America, they're processed and seasoned. So my friend Hannah the other day asked me if there was racism in India. And I said, honey, racism is like McDonald's. It's everywhere. And people be loving it. But Indians love racism so much that we inflict it on ourselves. We are insecure about our own culture and we adore white people. It's like colonization gave us Stockholm syndrome. So when I see people complaining about diversity, I say, just move to India and make India great again. Also, like driving is really different in India. Driving is very chaotic in India because it's full of people who drive like me. Not like a woman, like an Indian. It's the perfect blend of skill and stupidity. I swear, we'll drive on the sidewalks. We'll drive like into traffic. We treat rules like rumors. And we don't even make way for an ambulance. In fact, we race it. Our thinking is there's like a billion of us. No one's going to miss 1 or 200. I'm used to that chaos. For me, it's very soothing. For me, driving in America is scary because there are too many rules and these weird things on roads called lanes. In India, we just ignore the car lanes, just like Americans ignore the homeless people. We also don't have stop signs back home. We just honk and hope for the best. So I was really nervous to drive in LA because I read on Reddit that if you don't stop at a stop sign, you could get pulled over. And I thought, oh no, that's not a ticket. That's a guest spot on Cops. Here's what I imagine would happen. I'd forget to stop at a stop sign. And the next thing I know, there's a helicopter over me with a spotlight on my car. And I'm calling my mom like, hello, mommy. It's only been a week since I moved to LA and I'm on TV.
Yes.
They're saying I'm America's most wanted. But after coming here, I realized the DMV is so weird. They failed me 3 times. And the clerk wouldn't even let me pay someone else to take the test for me. He looked at me like I am the weirdo. I said, how else am I going to help the economy? Back home, that's how my uncle got his license. And he didn't even know how to drive. But he died trying. May he rest in peace. He bribed his way to afterlife. One of the questions I got wrong was about how much alcohol you can have to drive. I thought, easy, 0. No, the DMV wants you to be at least a little drunk. My apartment in LA got infested with roaches.
Ooh.
I call for pest control. But don't worry, the roaches are fine. After spending $400 multiple times, the only one that got suffocated was me. Roaches love pest control day. It's like they get stronger each time you try to get rid of them. Whatever was in that pesticides was like steroids for the roaches. They weren't dying. They were bulking. Yeah. I think calling pest control was a mistake. I think I got scammed. And when I told my mom about it, she was so upset. She was like, how could you dishonor our family like this? Don't fall for scammers. We are the scammers. Seriously. Half the time when my mom calls me, the caller ID says scam likely. That's it for me. I'm Myra.
Well, ambulance chaser in your blood.
Sorry.
Ambulance chaser in your blood, which means you can be a lawyer at any time here in America.
Yeah.
Or maybe you just can take the test for other people.
Oh, yeah.
How long have you been in the States now?
It's been 3 years now.
Okay, and you like it?
I do like it. It's very different, but yeah, I like it here. Yeah.
Look at me sounding like an American. How long have you been in my country? I mean, seriously, do I need to kick you out? Are you on benefits? Yeah, let's give it up for Myra.
Myra, I have one question.
Yeah.
Now that you're in
Look
such
at Mr. Max is inserting himself, asking a question. Did I give you
just a
permission to talk?
No, I apologize.
Go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Now that you're in such a much smaller town than where you grew up, where do you even get groceries?
She goes to Idlewild and gets them with Alice.
Yep.
Squirrels.
But aren't you a vegetarian?
I'm not actually.
Oh no, you will never be able to go back to your country. All right, we're going to come in with our final comedian. I hope you've had some laughter today. Please, again, subscribe to the channel. It costs you nothing. It makes us look good. And if you want to, check out the Pain to Punchlines ebook. Every single person here on the show has either a quote or they've taken their time to write a little bit about how sharing their truth by performing stand-up comedy has helped heal them in some way. If you want to know more about that, you can go to riseupcomedy.org and look at our online classes that we do, either one-on-one or in a group, and it helps people express their truth and have some healing, whether they complete the class or not. All right, our next, I was about to say contestant. Our next contestant, what are you going to win? I don't know. You can win a voided check. I've been doing taxes, a voided check, a phone that desperately needs upgrading. But I refuse to pay for a new phone while we have the tariffs. So we just have to do, I mean, it falls out of the case. Look at that. It's awful. Diane from Colorado Springs. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. Please welcome to the stage, Lou.
Man, I'm up for the contest as long as I don't have to move very fast. You know, I just ate all this turkey and I'm feeling a little sleepy. So as long as it doesn't involve me moving, I'm good. I'm good for it. Here's something we can compete about. Let me know. Make some noise if you hate your name. Hey, all right, me. Okay, well, I feel like a lot of our lives are actually based off of what our parents decided to name us. For example, when I was growing up, like all the Britneys and the Ashleys and the Tiffanys, they were all just getting awards since they were like 6, okay? My parents decided to name me Louisa. So I've just been getting letters from AARP since I was 6. On a really good day, though, people do think that I'm named after a really sexy Latina, Luisa. And I just go with it, you know, until somebody actually wants to talk to me about it. Like this guy, he came up to me the other day and he looks at me and he goes, "You look so exotic." And I was like, "Oh, well, I am a Mormon from Utah." Of having 5 moms counts as exotic, then yeah. Make some noise if you're a Mormon. All right. It's okay. I get it. I understand. You know, like there's a lot of rules to being Mormon, right? Like there's no doing it before marriage. Boo. Can I say the S word? Can I say the S word? No.
No, not really.
Okay. No, there's no doing it. If you know what I mean. There's no alcohol. That's also, that can be a boo. That can be a boo. There's no doing it after you're married because you have no alcohol, I feel like that gets us, I've been married for 20 years almost. And, I think it's key there. Yeah. Even though, I did decide to leave the Mormon church, guys, I'm still white. Okay. Like, I'm so white. Like, when I say I'm working what my mama gave me, I'm talking about asthma and acid reflux. So, yeah, I decided to change it up. Can't double down on what's going on here. So I married the complete opposite of me, and I found a really big, buff Korean man. There were no black men in Utah, so that's the best I could do. Yeah. But I didn't really think it through because he's aging way better than I am. Okay. Like I really should have thought about that. So, I decided to get some Botox. I got a Groupon for my Botox because I'm falling on a budget over here. If you're going to go cheap, go cheap on your face. Right. So I love a good discount. And I got so much Botox for so cheap. I was like, oh, I love my thrifty face. I was so excited. But it got to the point where my emotions stopped matching my facial expressions. Okay. Like that started to become a problem. I almost got divorced because my husband didn't realize I was mad. But it really was like, when I showed up to parent teacher conference, I looked surprised I even had kids. I was like, wow, this is crazy. But I sat down with the teacher and the teacher looked me right in the eyes and she's like, Louisa, your daughter is in 6th grade, but she's at a 3rd grade reading level. And on the inside, like, as a mom, I'm like, I'm a really bad mom. Like, I feel so bad. We need to change this. I need to be better. We need to do something. But on the outside, my face was just like, well, at least she's pretty. That's all I care about, So I cooled off on the Botox, but I've been a stay-at-home mom for a lot of years now. And I don't want to feel like I'm losing myself. And I've kind of been getting a little excited, a little riled up about becoming a strong, independent woman. I want to have myself outside the home. And I'm following all these feminists on Instagram. I started growing out my armpit hair. I'm doing what I can to, show that I'm independent. And so I decided that I was going to go out into the workforce and, and try to get a job. Right. So I filled out the application, but every single employer just wanted to talk to me about the gap in my employment history. And I just have never worked at the Gap. And I don't know why they keep bringing it up, so I didn't know what to put. I didn't know what to put in the work history. So I just wrote LOL, I don't know how to spell Lady of Leisure. So, there's that. No, it's a good time. I did finally get a job managing an Airbnb. So that's been kind of fun. It's been a pretty good experience. I was maintaining everything. I was doing all the cleaning and all the responding and all the reservations, and everything was going great. And I had all 5 stars until this old lady with a cat came. Who knew that an old lady with a cat could be crazy? I sure didn't. So anyway, I had this lady come, and she just from the beginning, she had all these crazy complaints, right? She was like, hey, your curtains came down, not because my cat pulled them down, her cat pulled down the curtains. There was a spider that she saved in a Kleenex or in a tissue. She just saved one spider to show me when I came. I thought she was going to show me her boogers, honestly, when she opened the Kleenex. And it was this, and she's like, we don't have these where I live. And she just was like making all these crazy complaints. Then she complained that her cat could open the door and escape. And I'm like, lady, your cat's trying to get away from you. Okay. We should focus on that, the root of the problem. But then she decided to tell me that she couldn't be seen smoking outside because she was here on a federal court case and had to smoke in the house. Yep. So I looked it up. She was here suing Ford because she ran herself over with her car. Yep. She was she was like getting out to get her mail, and supposedly the gear shifter slipped and it ran her over. And I was like, I'm pretty sure the cat put it in drive and ran her over. But anyway, then she ended up winning $40 million. And she checked out my Airbnb 6 hours late and asked for her money back. So that's that. That's the story, really. There's no joke at the end there. I just want to tell people that. So that's my time.
Well, I think that we need to aspire to be cat ladies.
Yes.
You know, who knew that J.D. Vance was right after all?
Oh, God.
Do you have any cats, Lou?
No, 0. I have a dog.
You have a dog. And how well behaved is the dog?
Oh, he's a complete nightmare. He's like an Abercrombie model. He's really good looking and he's just dumb. Some people like that.
Do you have to walk the dog a lot, or do you put them in the yard?
I have to walk him, and he chews on his leash the entire time and like tries to play tug of war with the leash. So we don't get very far. And sometimes I just let him go. Sometimes I just let go of the leash to see what happens.
Does he come back?
I hope he doesn't come back, but he does.
I know, right? He keeps going back, unfortunately. All right. Well, from Brian, where did you dial in from?
I'm in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So nowhere near any of where you are.
Right.
But easy thing to remember about Michigan is it looks like a hand. So we're north of Canada. Canada's here.
Oh.
And then there's Detroit, and then I'm way over here.
So another country. So we have people dialing in from another country.
Yep, pretty much.
We have California. We have Colorado. And those of you who've dialed in and watched, put us down in the chat where you've dialed in from. This is Paula Jane Newman with Pain to Punchlines signing up. No, I'm not signing up. You're going to sign up. I'm going to sign off. I think I need to sign off with your dogs or the cat lady, something. I need 40 million. 40 million is worth the struggle I feel for a cat, even though I'm allergic. I will take shots for that. People will take Ozempic. I will take allergy shots for that. Thank you so much for joining us, and hopefully you'll come another time for Pain to Punchline. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye. Happy
Bye-bye.
holidays.
Bye now.
Holidays.